Welcome to Wapta Falls in Yoho National Park in April. Here's what you can expect if you do this hike in April or early May. Here we are today at Wapta Falls. This is the parking lot right off the highway, as you can probably hear the noise. If you're hiking this in April, this is where you need to park and walk the extra 2 kilometers in. In April, you get to walk 2 kilometers on this road. Today it's just a little bit muddy, so we're not going to encounter any snow at the beginning at least. As you can see, the road is not completely flat. It's got some ups and downs to start, but at least it's nice and wide. You can walk together and talk. So today is around the 3rd week of April. As you can see, conditions are a little muddy, so just don't wear your white sneakers for this one. So here we are coming up to the main parking lot. Typically it's sometime in May that you can drive all the way out to this main parking lot. The trailhead starts over there on the left, and then over here on the right we have toilets. So usually the road is open typically May through sometime in October when it closes. So as you can see, this is the start of the trail to Wapta Falls. Sign says 2.4 kilometers. As you can see, the hiking trail starts out to be pretty flat. Again, because we're here mid to late April, we've got lots of mud and puddles on the trail. Often in the spring, you'll still encounter some trees down because Parks Canada hasn't been out yet to clear all the fallen trees. This is such a lovely hike, even in April, especially the start of it before you get to the waterfall. Just meanders through the trees. Looks like we're going to start running into a little bit of snow. Here and there, some snow and ice. We have our spikes in the bag just in case it gets worse than this. Really, any time of the year you can find some marshy bits on this trail where you might need to navigate through some mud, but especially in the spring. All right, like I said, April, we found ourselves some ice. We do have our spikes. We sometimes wait and see how far we can push it before we actually put the spikes on. So we'll see. Oop! Maybe it's time to put those on. Looks like it's going to switch between mud and ice. So we'll probably just keep walking and see if we can get through this without putting them on. If it has any ice on any of the inclines, it will for sure put them on. But this seems manageable so far. Glad we delayed the spikes. Looks like we're mostly on dirt now. Starting to go a little bit uphill, but nothing too difficult. Although it's pretty warm out today, I might need to shed some layers here soon. All right, here we are at the fence. This is where we're going to find the first viewpoint to the falls. Here we come to the very first view of Wapta Falls from the top. Just look at that mountain scenery. All the way down to the river and then across the falls. This is also the point where the trail starts a very steep decline, which will take you down to the river. If you follow along on the fence down this steep section, watch out for the roots, you'll find another really fantastic view of the falls. This is probably the best view from up top. After that steep part at the top, you can continue the trail all the way down to the river. It does some switchbacks over some roots, some steeper sections, but overall it's not that bad. As we get about halfway down, we get another spectacular viewpoint over the falls. Look at that. Wow, look at it from this vantage point. So incredible. One of the best parts about April is you still have those snow-capped peaks, that beautiful blue sky, and that waterfall. This side gets all the love. If we continue on, still pretty beautiful looking the other way too. Just look at that watercolor. And then as we reach the river, that's the view we get from down here.